Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. This is the first they're seeing of Houston. Avdia can't get it to go. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Ball stolen. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Pass to Gobert. Here's Flag. Picked by Gobert. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, I like Flag in that two-man game. It makes the defense have to decide.
Now here's Jordan. Defended by Gobert. Now Durant. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Avdia. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He does not get the second one. In transition. Here's Flag. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, Pippen is about 6'8", but he's got the wingspan of a condor, using that reach to corral that rebound.
Up top, Durant. Three-pointer. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Right wing. Pass to Champagny. Here's Flag. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
It seems like we're still in Dame time here in the NBA. Lillard is as efficient as ever, Clark.
Well, B.A., we're talking about a guy who scored 70 in a game before. Lillard can show you and give you some all-time scoring nights. I mean, that's how you get your own time zone, by doing what he's done throughout his career.
Avdia outside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Yep, count it.
Really important for Ball to maintain his poise around the basket. That's what allows him to take a bump like that and still convert.
On target from range. Lillard's got 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Inside. And stolen by Gobert. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. And a That's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Rockets trail by 9. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Ball. On the wing, Hauser fires the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 8 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Flag. It'll count. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. 8 points in the quarter.
8.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
5 on the clock. Bagley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
To the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Head up, scanning the floor, surveying the situation. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Excellent point guard play.
Outside Johnson.
You see the commitment from Collins there. Excellent work making an impact on defense.
You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
He's off on that one.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Pass to Johnson. Shot from the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Bailey's shot is off. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And Houston making a change here. The Hawks lead by 8. Pass to Champagnie. Jacks up a 3. Fires hitting the triple. Champagnie's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the way LeVert moves the ball, it's all about doing what's best for the team from his eye.
Nice shot by Durant. Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. LeVert. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Lillard outside. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Really not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Pippen. Avdia with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. It's Avdia on the wing. Hauser left side. Back to Avdia. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Boy, his touch has completely gone AWOL here in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Bailey.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Pass to Johnson. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this game. Clock at 6. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Bailey. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. And another miss by Houston. Here's Gobert. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Hawks lead by 14. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Kevin Durant. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. He's saying that it looks to be a broken kneecap. That is a tough blow. And it being so early in the season, this is a very frustrating turn of events for him and the entire team. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy to maintain an NBA body. It takes tremendous dedication and work, and that's why every team has an expert training staff. They're always available and always doing yeoman's work in helping these guys be ready to perform.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back over to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Avdia. Takes the 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Avdia. There's Ball with a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And Penny's got his second bucket on the night. Pass to Avdia. Right side Johnson. Jordan, the screen. The three ball. The rebound by Atlanta.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Here's Flag. Banked it in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 14.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Jordan, the screen. Ball with it. Here's the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Lillard. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Rockets trail by 14. Screen by Watson. To the middle. .146 left in the third quarter. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
LeVert outside. This one for three. He buries it from three. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
Off the outside. There's a screen by Johnson. Pass to Jordan. To end the run. And it's Bagley with a rebound. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Atlanta. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. LeVert. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. LeVert's got 5 points in the quarter.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Rockets trail by 19. Pass to Jordan. Back to Ball. Off the outside. Here's Watson. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Bagley for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Ball no good. Ball with a steal. And so it's Atlanta out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the chart.
Houston, 25.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rockets trail by 19. Hauser right side. Johnson for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Up top, Collins. Shoots it from the high post. Kicks it out to Middleton. Counted from distance.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Shannon. And he lobs it up. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Outside Johnson. Let's go with a three. Shannon's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 22. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Back to Hauser. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to LeVert. Hauser grabs the board. Rockets trail by 20. Houston working the ball around. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Now here's Mitchell. Going inside. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. It's Middleton on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. And it's 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Champagny, that's good.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Shannon. 4 on the clock. The three. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. And teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Pass to Bailey. And here's Johnson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Some momentum, a 15-2 run underway.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Damian Lillard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Malawach. Outside Johnson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Atlanta ball.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up.